Welcome to another Muphart Mega UFO Watch. This is the first UFO watch in 5.5 months. I haven't done Mega UFO watches because I've been doing other things for another channel and other things in my life, so I didn't want to do UFO hunting for a little while, so I took a huge break. But I'm back for at least another month and a half, so this is late April. The last one I did was December last year. I've been looking up on my channel lately and seeing what was there, and I've been talking about UFO reports and classes of UFO reports. That's the last thing I did. And face detection errors were mentioned in the channel. And my last UFO hunt, which actually got a really, really good UFO footage piece, was put up there recently. And that was a really good UFO hunt, but it was not captured on film, but the footage was. I deleted the video for the whole UFO hunt by accident. So you didn't get to see the UFO hunt, but the footage is there. But it's definitely interesting, and I want to get back to UFO hunting as soon as possible because I got the chance to do it tonight. So let's just get out there and see if we can see any UFOs on film. It's getting kind of dark out, but you can still see the night sky fairly well. I'm starting early tonight because I don't like filming during the night where I can't see anything. If there's a UFO out there, I want to clearly see if it's a craft. And I haven't been doing that at all on my channel because I've been starting late at night because of the fact that I can only do it around this time of night, and later on in the year, this time of night is at nighttime. So I have to do it at a specific time, and if I have to do it at nighttime, it's going to be worse. So I'm going to be doing it a little bit earlier in the year to get it so it's a little bit brighter out during this time period. And you can clearly see the difference, and it's very obvious what's out there. But I want to zoom in a little bit because I want to clearly see what's a branch, what's a tree, what's a bit of a tree, and all that kind of stuff, because you can mistake UFOs for those kinds of things so easily with this camera. Because the view screen is tiny, and when you zoom out, like this, it's very hard to tell if a black dot of a tree is actually not attached to the tree, or attached to the tree in the first place, so you'll mistake it for a UFO. If you zoom in a little bit, you'll eliminate those mistakes pretty much. I want to see if we're going to see UFOs tonight. I want to get a good bit of UFO footage on film. Because it's not easy to capture UFOs on film. And I hope tonight's a good night for UFO footage because there hasn't been nights like this at all for the last 5 months. During the winter, it's just very hard to do UFO filming anyway because it's so dark out this time of the night, so you have to do it a little bit later on in the year, like around summertime, basically. Spring and summer are good months for it, but fall and winter really aren't. I prefer to do it fall and winter, but I did a lot of it during the day in the summer last year. I had a whole year of UFO hunting last year, and it was a great freaking year. I did some of it during the winter from the window, which is over here behind that wall, and a window in my bedroom. And then I changed to this window in summer. And I vary the places I film from a lot. But I'm going to stick with this window because it's the most comfortable to film out, and I can film out for the longest period of time in here because I don't have to hold the camera up while standing up while filming. And I can film for like 15 straight minutes and see if I see anything, which is huge because that's just more film footage, more chance of seeing UFO. This house you see over here had a UFO hovering over it last December, and it was one of the coolest UFO footage pieces we've ever gotten. I never figured out what it was. That's the weird thing about it. I was outside looking at the house and couldn't see a Christmas decoration on top of it because I thought it was a Christmas decoration. I tried to look outside, no, not outside, but inside at that house from another window to see if there's something on top of the house that could account for the UFO, but nothing could. It's funny, the funny thing about it is I saw the UFO during another UFO investigation as well later on. So it showed up in 2 UFO investigations in a row, which is just so weird. And I never did see it again, but I'm hoping it will show up again tonight, although I seriously doubt it. It's not a Christmas decoration. I would have seen it from outside when I looked outside of the house once. It's definitely something weird, and I got it on film. It's a very faint light hovering over the tip of that house, the very top of that house where it's pointed roof there. It's hovering right a few inches over the top of that roof, staying there for a long period of time, too. Didn't see it while I was filming it. Noticed it later on when I analyzed the footage later on in my video analyzation program on my computer, where I have a gigantic screen that I can see everything on really well. But I think last year was a really good year for UFO hunting. I did UFO hunting all year last year. Early on in the winter months, I got some very weird things on film, including some strange eyes, some weird animal that turned out to be an actual window later on. That was a false positive. Some strange footprints, because they disappeared in the middle of nowhere. Some strange radioactive exploding hail. And then a whole bunch of UFO footage pieces during the summer, including a UFO hovering in my driveway. And that was one of the weirdest pieces I got. I was filming this area briefly, like this, and it just appeared. I don't know what it was, but there was a big glowing yellow light that appeared for a split second, and I've never figured out what it was. It's a good thing this camera has a zoom, because I almost just mistook a house window for a UFO. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing UFO hunting again. Haven't done it in over 5 months. I don't get to do it very often, and I very rarely get to do it during this time period where it's getting dark like this, where you can clearly see the night sky but it's still getting dark. And that's a really good time period for UFO hunting, because that's when a lot of UFOs show up, is during that time period. And I had one showing up there during that time period last year that seemed like an insect, but it wasn't an insect because it moved so erratically. It's a weird UFO. It also disappeared too, so not a bug. Couldn't just disappear if it was a bug like that. I haven't checked whether there are going to be any UFO hunts to talk about, or sorry, UFO reports to talk about later on during the investigation. I go to UFO Hunters, a site which displays recent UFO reports all around the world. I look for ones in our area, in Massachusetts, that I can talk about, or states neighboring Massachusetts if there's any. I haven't checked it, so I don't know if there's going to be any, but later on in the video I will talk about a few because I'm going to check tonight at UFO Hunters to see if I can see any UFO reports, because it's going to be darker, and I'm hoping I'm going to get a UFO on film during when it's bright out, so I can actually analyze what it looks like, you know, because I can actually see its shape much better when it's brighter out. When it's darker out, I only see a light, which is no good. Okay, I'm done with the first watch out this window tonight. I'm going to come back in about 10 minutes to do the next one, so stay tuned. I'm back. I'm going to film the night sky for another 12 minutes. It doesn't look it in this bit of video, but it's actually really, really dark out there now. Hopefully I can capture some UFOs tonight. It's my goal at Muphart. Face detection is detecting something again. This is weird. It's popping up on the the right top section of the image. There's something up there that's making face detection go off like crazy. See? It's doing it on the pole. This is really weird. Face detection is acting strangely lately. This is the second time in a row during a UFO hunt face detection is messed up. I don't know what's causing it to detect a face there when there is no face there. There's also a noticeable flickering in the image, which I don't understand what's causing that either. Let's zoom in a little bit. Did you see that flash on the left-hand side of the video? I just noticed it. Could be just kind of some issue with the camera, but I doubt it. It's just really weird looking. There's another weird flash. Maybe that's a flasher, I don't know. It's just really weird looking. There's another flash. These flashes show up and they might be just camera artifacts. I don't know. Now, the top of the house is not visible anymore. But is there a light up there? I want to see if I can see a light up there because I saw a light on top of the house during our last Mega UFO watch in December of last year. I really can't see the top of the house too clearly, but it was definitely visible last year. And what the hell was that? Flash of light streaked through the freaking image from the right to the left. Don't know what it was. So far, I don't really notice much out there right now. But it is bright enough that if something did show up, I think I would be able to capture good footage of it. Okay, I'm going to take another break and I'll be back in 10 minutes to do some more UFO filming, hopefully. Okay, I'm back. It is much darker out there now. I want to let you know that there was a UFO report 2 nights ago in Brockton, a town south of where I live. Some people driving in a car saw a very weird red and yellow and green group of lights fly really fast above them, emit another bit of light, and then immediately turn to the left and then vanish. Apparently it was also caught on film, although the picture I got from the film wasn't very good. It wasn't very well described, and the picture was really, really bad. Couldn't really tell what it was from the picture alone. But, yeah. There was a UFO report recently in our state, so I'm hoping the previous bits of footage caught something here, because there was a recent UFO report, and you don't get to see UFO reports like that very often. Hopefully I'll catch something on film here. I'm sorry, I can't capture footage right now. This fucking thing is acting up, and it's getting really, really blurry, and I can't capture anything on video anymore due to that. It's just becoming really difficult to capture anything now. It's so dark that it's just blurring like crazy, and see? If I move the camera even one little bit, it's going to blur a little bit, and my hand is getting really, really uncomfortable right now. So I'm only going to film for 5 minutes now because it's just, I can't do a thing. It's already 3 minutes of 5 minutes, so. There's a weird flash of light at the bottom of the image. I wonder if you saw that. What the hell was that? See that? Flash of light. Big bright flash of light on the left-hand side. There it is again. Is that just a plane? think that's just a plane. Damn it. Thought that was a UFO. Although it could still be a UFO, you never know. I'm gonna keep filming to see if I see anything like that again. So maybe I'll do more than 5 minutes, I don't know. Either way, that was one bright plane, if it was one. Definitely a flashing plane. Maybe not a UFO, but oh, my hand is getting so sore. I can't keep filming like this. Okay. I think I'm done for tonight. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to film much more out there right now because it's so bright out I can't even see a thing. So dark out I can't even see a thing. I mean, so I can't see anything out there at this point. It's kind of pointless to continue at this point. But I think I did fairly good footage tonight. I did at least 15 minutes worth of footage, which is not bad. Maybe around 20 minutes or so tonight. And I caught something that could be a UFO right near the end. I don't know, I have to look at it much closer. So I'll be back with the results coming up very shortly, people, so stay tuned. Okay, we have a result tonight, people. We actually caught a UFO on film. I was wondering if this thing was a plane, so I was looking at it closely over and over and over again, and I was thinking plane, till I noticed erratic movement on this particular UFO. It went like this, dropped down, it went like this. Planes can't move like that. They can't turn suddenly like that and turn again really suddenly at a sharp angle like that. This thing dropped at like a 45-degree angle and then went up, kind of like this, this, this. Planes don't do that. It's got to be a UFO, and you've got to see the footage of this because this is very clear footage. I want to enhance it later on because I'm not sure how good it is, but this is excellent footage of a UFO. In fact, I'm going to zoom in on it. I'm going to blow it up in a... It's very, very clear that it's a UFO. So you can see it flashing there. It's very, very clear. It flashes, then it drops, then it goes to the right. And a few times it even pauses in the middle of the air, like it's hovering in the middle of the air. Could this be a helicopter? That's my big question. I doubt it. I didn't hear a thing at the time. Helicopters make very, very loud noises. So yeah, definitely a UFO caught on film tonight for the UFO investigation people, and that's the first UFO in 5 months, and it was incredible that I pulled this off. So, I hope you enjoyed this mega UFO watch. I'll be doing another one next week, hopefully. We'll see. So that's the end of this UFO watch. I'll be back next week to do some more. See ya.